Good morning, students. Today's topic is about the photosynthesis and where does the photosynthesis it takes place. Uh, from the you can say from sixth class onwards, this terminology has been given in most of the chapters of your science, and in 10th class also the methodology, the site of formation of the starch, etc., is being already given in the NCERT textbook, but still we need to study the concept of photosynthesis which occurs in case of higher plants, and how this photosynthesis is taking place, and what is the basic mechanism through which the plants they are making their foods. It can be understood in this lecture. So as you can see here, photosynthesis is basically being performed by the green plants, and the green part of the plant is basically the leaves. This mechanism of photosynthesis can also occurs in different other parts of the plants, as you have already studied in the previous chapter, that is a morphology of the flowering plants, where you have the idea about what are the different structures where plants they can have these chlorophyll pigments, and due to which these parts other than the leaves they appears to be green in case of plants. So we will in this chapter we will basically focusing on the major concern over the areas or the structures of the plants where photosynthesis is actually happens. So as you can see here in this picture, uh, a leaf is being shown here. So to make you understand that basically photosynthesis, the process of photosynthesis, it is associated with the photons, which are the energy particles which are coming from the sun. And when these photons they are falling over the surface of the lamina of the leaves of the plant, then actually what happens there, and how this photo chemical energy, that is the energy which is coming from the sun, is being converted into the final product of the plant, that is either sugar, starch, which the different organisms they are utilizing for their life, and it is actually acting as a nutrient. So as you can see here, the structure of a lamina of a leaf, and most of us, when we take the section of the leaf, that is the vertical section of the leaf, then you can see most of the plants they are having the epidermis, and below this epidermis we have the cells which are the basically parenchymatous cells, but due to the presence of special organelles, and these are the chlorophyll molecules. This light blue color structure what I have shown here is they are the chlorophyll molecules. When they are present in these cells, such type of cells they are known as mesophyll cells. So most of the plants they are having these mesophyll cells in which chloroplasts they are being present, and these chloroplasts are the actual sites where the photosynthesis it takes place. So let's see the detailed structure of the chloroplast molecule. As you can see here, chloroplast is being shown here. So this is a green colored pigment. Here you can see the outer membrane, the granum. These are the uh, stalks of the or you can say coin like arrangement inside the uh, structure of the chloroplast. This is the inner membrane, the lumen of the thylakoids, and the stroma, which is the liquid content which is present in the chloroplast. You can see the inner membrane space, which is being the structures which are found between the outer and inner membrane of the chloroplast. So these are the 3D structure of the chloroplast molecules. The picture which is given in your textbook is like this. It is a diagrammatic representation of an electron micrograph of the chloroplast, where the 2D view of the same structure which we have already just now we have seen, it appears to be. So this is the outer membrane, the inner membrane. It is the stoma lamellae, which is the interconnecting strand between the two different granums. Here the cytoplasmic content, or the liquid content which is present in the chloroplast, is the stroma. You can see the ribosomal structures, starch granules, and the lipid droplets. So most of the photosynthetic pigments, they are lying in the thylakoidal area. I can show it to you like this. So most of the these are the areas where the photosystems, they are either it is photosystem 2 or photosystem 1, they are being present. So this is all about the structure. So most of the light reactions, photosynthesis actually it happens in two different you can say stages. So one is the light governed stage, which is known as light reaction, and one is dark reaction, which occurs in the stroma. So in the dark reaction, the biochemicals, that is either starch, glucose, etc., which are the actual food substances which are being synthesized, and most of the energy governed activities, they are being associated, and it happens in the you can say thylakoidal membrane, in which the photosystem 1 and 2, they are being present. So let's see. So most of the photosystems, they are the functional and structural units of protein complexes which involve in the photosynthesis, that together carry out the primary photochemistry of the photosynthesis, the absorption of the light and the transfer of energy and electrons. So photosystems are found in the thylakoid membranes of plant, algae, and the cyanobacteria, which are located inside the chloroplast of plants and algae. And in the cytoplasmic membranes of the photosynthetic bacteria, there are two kinds of photosystems, 1 and 2. So when we take the this actually where and how the different photosystems and the structural components, they are being aligned over the surface of these membranes, we can see this picture, where the photosystem 2, in which the photosystem 2 and the molecules which are actually trapping the sunlight of you can say the frequency, that is 680 nanometers, is being activated. We have the plastoquinin and plastohydroquinin complexes, cytochrome B6F complex, photosystem 2, over the membrane of the thylakoids. So these are the light dependent reactions of the photosynthesis at the thylakoid membranes. We'll see how the two type of light reaction, that is cyclic and non-cyclic reactions, they are actually occurring over the surface of these thylakoidal membranes. So before starting that, we should understand what are the light harvesting complexes. So we have the two type of light harvesting complexes. Here the picture which is given in your book is having the energy, that is the light which is coming from the sun, when it is being absorbed by the pigment molecules. So pigment molecules, actually they are the either it can be the chlorophyll A molecule, B, or the accessory pigments, carotenoids, xanthophylls. So these molecules, they are actually able to trap the sunlight, and they excite the system so as to release the electron, which actually helps to generate the different cyclic and non-cyclic reactions in the photosystem so as to generate the ATP molecule or NADPH molecule. So this reaction center, if it is able to absorb 680 nanometer of light, then it is photosystem 2, and if it is absorbing the light that is of the range of 700 nanometers, then it is photosystem 1. So